Another worker who thinks they can address their betters. I'm sure everyone's impressed that you killed a pig in the hole. Don't think that makes you an equal. Well, perhaps your assets appeal to the degenerate women you're used to, but I'm quite immune. I would never lay with a beast of burden, no matter how impressive it is. Scram! What the fuck are you smiling about?
Right with you. Feel free to wait inside, champ.
I'm telling you, I've got it covered. I'll be with you right after I maintain some order and dispense a little justice.
And I suppose you'll follow that up by raising the dead.
No, but I may heal the infirm later in the week. Time permitting, of course.
Sir, we've had sightings of Wernher back in the city, and there's been an increase in chatter between slaves.
Workers.
What?
We call them workers. Helps with morale. Reminds them that they might earn their freedom someday.
Whatever we call them, they've been gathering makeshift weapons.
All right. Put your guards on alert. Tell them to be on the lookout for anyone loitering too long downtown. And keep a watch on Medea at all times. Anything big happens, it's bound to go through her. Now, I've got a very important meeting with our new friend. So if anything big comes up, you use the intercom.
Yes, sir.
Okay, break's over. Nice work in the hole, new blood. Knew you couldn't be one of our normal workers. So that begs the question, who are you? And what are you doing in my city? You heard right. Nice work in the hole, new blood. I understand. We've all got a past. And damn few of us have reason to be proud of it. That's all behind you now. In the pit, you'll be part of a growing army, a thriving industry, and maybe even witness to a cure for radiation. But we aren't perfect. And sometimes the past comes back to haunt us. Tell me, do you know a man named Wernher? Ever since the city was scourged, we've done what everyone does. Whatever's necessary to survive. I know my city seems barbaric to you, but it's the only way we can carve out a home in this hellhole. And it's kept these people alive. But that's enough stalling for time. So do you know Wernher? Wernher used to be my second in command, until he betrayed me. He was exiled to the slave pens, but he escaped not too long ago. I believe he's planning to strike at the city again, and maybe working with the slaves to do it. You've had a lot of contact with them, so maybe you can hunt him down and put an end to him. Do it, and I'll name you my lieutenant on the spot. Ah, of course. Would these plans happen to involve stealing a precious little something from me? Don't look so surprised. Your arrival was too convenient. And even if you never met Wernher, I'm sure he got someone to make you an offer. It's okay. I get a lot of people trying to betray me. Part of the position, really. You can be honest with me. Easy enough. You could say no because he lied to you. My discovery is a miracle, but it isn't the type that sets slaves free. Now, it would do a lot more good if you were to...
Lord Ashur,
Don't let me
the
keep
slaves
you.
are rioting, and someone's
Don't let
armed
me
them.
keep you.
We need you out here. and
Don't let
fast.
me keep... Damn it, I'm on my way. I suggest you forget Wernher's offer and consider mine. Stop Wernher, and you'll have a bright future in the pit. Don't let me keep you.
Hey!
What's that?
Someone there? Yes, sir.
That's word up. Test 1, 2. Looks on. Marie, if you're there. This is your father speaking. Ishmael Ashur. Sometimes called Lord of the Pit. Now I hope you're hearing this 10 years from now. Sitting on my knees safe and sound. Right about now. Bet I'm looking pretty silly. But things don't always work out the way we'd like. There are a lot of risks, including what your mother would do if she heard me talking like this. And I'm not about to risk leaving you alone without knowing where you came from. These tapes are for you, so you can know who your father really was. Marie, the first thing you need to know is that I wasn't always the Lord of the Pit. Long before I was a king, I was a scholar and a soldier. In fact, I was in the Brotherhood of Steel. You've probably heard about them, but you may not have heard what we did to the city, the Scourge. When we came here, the pit was just a breeding ground for trogs, cannibals, and worse. Commander had us torch the place and take what we could. The pit had useful technology, but it was suicide to stay here. So when an explosion left me buried in the mill, my brothers were sure I was dead. I don't blame them for leaving. I probably would have. We thought nothing could live in the pit. We were wrong.
Wait, where's Ashur? He wasn't supposed to let anyone in here. You get the hell out of here!
Marie, you know those fights in the Mills arena? Well, its first fight was when I woke up to someone pulling me out from a pile of rubble. At first, I thought it was my brothers pulling me to safety. Instead, it was a scavenger trying to steal my armor. She didn't get it, but I learned she had a whole family of scavengers. They'd make raids into the city for gear from the mill, and that gave me an idea. This was the only working steel mill we'd ever seen. In a world of leftovers, it was a chance to build again, and that was worth any price. The scavengers saw me as a god, so along with my Brotherhood know-how, it was easy to set up the basics. We started to build a city. As word of a new settlement got out, the city started growing, and fast. When raiders attacked, I'd kill the leader and recruit the rest. I had to. The city's disease meant we couldn't have children, so recruiting was the only way to grow. And as we grew, the mill needed more workers. And yes, that meant recruiting workers by force. I'm not proud of it, but it's the only way to keep the city supplied and armed. But it was always a temporary solution, until our best scientists found a way to cure the city's epidemic. Sandra and I worked on it day and night. And after one particularly late night of work, we were blessed with a cure. It's the cure inside you, Marie. Even now, we're doing everything we can to figure out how to share your gift with the city. While keeping you safe, of course. So by the time you're old enough to hear this, you'll already be a hero. Congratulations, Marie. You've already saved us all. I knew you would.
Here comes...
I'm not bury you!
Get down!
jumping.
You kicked the hornet's nest now, didn't you? I was lucky to get away even for a second. But more importantly, I hear you've stolen the cure. Mind if I see it? Of course she'll be safe. We're just going to do our own research for the cure and then ransom her back for our freedom. You've seen how Ashur and his people treat us. It's far, far kinder than they deserve. She'll be all right, just not with me. Ashur's guards are always watching me. They'd find her right away. Wernher sent me word that he's hiding out in the steel yard. He's got everything there to take care of the cure. Take it to him and he'll handle the rest. Now get going.
All right!
Look at Wernher. We can't keep Thorns occupied forever. Look at Wernher. Look at Wernher. We can't keep the guards occupied forever, you know.
Thought you could hide, huh? I'm gonna tear you the fuck apart. Fuck.
Here you are. Get down, slave!
Woo! Saw you fighting in the hole. What a piece of work. Now I know why you ain't afraid of those drugs. No hard feelings, huh? Understood, champ? But if you want to keep collecting ingots, I still got plenty of gear stashed away. You bring me ingots, I'll make sure you get rewarded. Can't be more fair than that. Careful out there.
Ah, you finally made it. I've got everything ready and there are plenty of tests to run, so hurry up and put the brat in the crib. It means that we can study Ashur's bastard, and once we dig the cure out of it, make sure that we all get the treatment. But more importantly, it means we're ready for the last part of the plan, letting the Trogs overrun Uptown and wipe out the bosses, leaving the slaves free and turning the bosses into Trog food. Oh, sure. We'll just march back to Ashur and his venomous little wifey and say, "Sorry, I stole your firstborn. My mistake." You're in it this far. It's easier to follow through than it is to back out. That's the spirit. Nobody likes a quitter. In fact, now comes the fun part. We wipe out all those bastards in Uptown. You cocky bastard. Think you killed all of Ashur's little psychos? No way. Not even close. Any given day, most of them are out on raids or trying to push further into the city. Now there's trouble, they'll be rushing back, guns blazing. No, the only way to put an end to their kind is to destroy their home and salt the fucking earth. Give Uptown back to the Trogs. Simple. Get someone else to do it for you. And there's a whole city full of Trogs hungry to do the job. The only thing keeping them out of Uptown are those floodlights, and I know where you can shut those off. Shut off Uptown's lights, and the Trogs will sweep in to take care of the rest. You can get to the power plant from a manhole down in the steel yard. It's near the train tracks. You can't miss it. Head down there and find the floodlight controls. Turn off Uptown's floodlights, and I'll meet you back in downtown's Market Square. And here, take this. You'll want to stay hidden when those Trogs start swarming. Now get moving. Quick, while the guards are busy, go shut off the power. Nice work, pal. When I saw those lights go down, I swear I heard the Trogs laughing. I think I speak for all of the ex-slaves here when I say, good riddance to those bastards. May they rot in a glowing grave. Yeah, everybody's happy. Medea says she'll take care of the kid when she's not too busy with everything else. Don't worry about it. We cut a few corners on researching the brat, so we've already got something good to keep down the rats. It's on the house. But the real wealth of the city is in that steel mill. You'll have access to the ammo press in there, so go nuts. You earned it, kid. Whatever you want, boss. I'll be whipping folks back into shape, and Medea's keeping an eye on the brat, so you can come and go as you like. But if you want, you could keep collecting steel from the steel yard. Most folks can't handle it, and the foreman would see you get a reward. And if you really care, Medea said she's looking for toys for the brat. I guess if you find anything, you could bring them to her. But that's only if you give a shit. If it were just me, I'd just keep drinking till the booze runs out. So live it up. I got folks working on it 24/7. It'd go faster if they didn't keep fussing about not hurting the little squirt. Medea's the worst of them. Keeps asking people to bring the kids toys or some sort of bullcrap. You'd think an old slave like her would know how to work without raising a fuss, right? Don't forget to spread the word about the pit. Seriously, we could use more people. Looking sharp in that suit, pal. Glad I wasn't there when you pried it off old Ashur, though. Bet it smelled like a sack full of dog asses. You just wait. We'll whip the pit back into shape.
We're all indebted to you for setting us free from those bastards. You just don't know what a difference you've made. Now the rest is up to us, and I have to admit, it's pretty daunting. At least Wernher's taking care of organizing the city, so I can work on the cure. That sure would help me out. Happier Maria's, the more likely I can get a full night's sleep for once in my life. She seems to really enjoy teddy bears. Creepy little things, but I guess she doesn't know any better. Bring as many as you can, and you'll get paid plenty for it. I promise. She's a handful is what she is. I mean, I'm glad she's healthy, and I take care of her like she's my own, but it's a full-time job. And I hardly have any time to work on finding a cure from her. People help out here and there, but she's just such a handful. Back to the kid, I guess.
What do you have for me?
So, what have you heard? Oh. Oh? A cure? That is very interesting. I'll be sure to note that. Here's a little something that I found. Make good use of it. What's new? Have you heard anything? From outside the pit? That's new. I heard there might be someone from far away showing up. Here's a little something that I found. Make good use of it. So, what have you heard? I guess that shouldn't surprise anyone. The bosses all thought they were up to something. Here's a couple of things for your trouble. They should help keep you alive out here. So, what have you heard? That figures. Must be why the bosses hate him so much. Here are a couple things. Thanks for your help. What's new? Have you heard anything? Well, let me know if you do.